Josh Kruger, former communication director of the city's Homeless Services Office, speaks to a protester in January 2020. Philadelphia police described a person who was interested in the death of Josh Kruger, a journalist and defender who was shot and killed in Point Breeze this week. Police Commissioner Deputy Frank Venor. The police. A man they believe in Kruger about what is happening. He is looking for a man whom they refused to define. A arrest warrant was not given. But the detectives want to detain the man and ask him some questions. Venor said that the inspectors did not define a reason for killing. But they believe that the shooter was someone Kruger knew. We don't want to close the door, he said. We work hard to try and strengthen the person interested. Multiple law enforcement sources told Inquirer that preliminary evidence and interviews show that killing can be related to indigenous or drugs in nature. Sources about anonymity to discuss an investigation said the man police had previously entered Kruger's house and struggled with drug addiction. Kruger, 39-year-old Kruger, said that one of police entered his house just before 0130 and hit the floor of stairs many times. After was killed on Monday, and they soon found that he ran to Penn Presbyterian Hospital, where Venor said that there was no sign of entry into the house. Whoever shot the Kruger, either he knew he would go in or the door lock was opened. Before returning to free journalism, Kruger, who worked for the city for 5 years, published a series of uncomfortable events in his home in recent months. In August, someone threw glass eggs from the home window and wrote on Facebook. He reported that a man had entered his house. Kruger said, "The door was locked, so somehow had taken a copy of my switches," he said. He added that he would try to show Vermec people in need of help. Police sources told Kruger friends that he said he continued to have problems with the man who struggles with a meth addiction and continues to appear in his home. Venor refused to tell you if same man entering house in April was person who was interested. But detectives were definitely looking at these events. We talked to many friends and relatives and shared some information, he said. Kruger, who took advantage of life experiences, was a violent advocate people living with LGBTQ community HIV and fought for more support people living in homelessness addiction. The news about his death. Many people in the city were broken and confused. Mayor Jim Kenney said, "Josh deeply cared about our city and residents both in public service and in his article." Other friends said how Kruger used these experiences to fight for the most vulnerable difficulties of the city. Louis Patesman wrote, "Josh has surpassed it too much to reach its location and focused on helping others who faced the same struggles to a large extent." He wrote, "Kruger especially loved cats and usually took the elderly P.